Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to part 3 of my most under the radar prospects in the 2024 draft series. Guys, if you love the draft, please consider subscribing. Let's go. Let's jump right in. Number 5, Troy Fontaine out of Washington. Troy Fontaine has an incredibly wide base. He's a 2-year starter at left tackle, quick in his setup, and stays wide with his hands in pass protection. It wasn't until last season, his 4th year on campus, that he became a full-time starter, winning the left tackle job and taking home all Pac-12 honors. As an offensive tackle, allowed 0 sacks on 608 pass blocking snaps last season. He's fast and flexible in and out of his stance, and his handwork is violent. Fontaine has played more than 1,000 snaps at left tackle for the Huskies over the past 2 seasons, but is likely in for a position change inside when he makes the jump to the next level. The overall height and lack of arm length are what will likely force him inside, but he is natural enough in his pass blocking skills to thrive there as an interior player. Moving inside where the space is more confined will help him concentrate on his strike timing and hands to maintain leverage and control once engaged. Let's watch some highlights. All right, let's jump to number 4. Staying on the offensive line, let's talk about Javion Cohen out of Miami. Javion Cohen was the starting left guard for the Alabama Crimson Tide last season, where he played for the first 3 seasons of his college career. He transferred to Miami this offseason at a time when he could have declared for the NFL. Cohen checks the size boxes for a guard at 6'4" and 339 pounds. He moves very well for a big man, and he allowed just 6 pressures on 321 pass blocking snaps for a 1.9% pressure percentage in 2022. Along with his size and movement skills, he brings the mentality you love on tape. He is always looking for extra work when there isn't a blitzer right in front of him, and he has a finishing mentality. Cohen has 2 seasons of eligibility remaining, so his impact has potential to be felt for quite some time in the ACC. Let's watch some highlights. Coming in number 3 of my rankings is Patrick Paul, offensive tackle out of Houston. Patrick Paul has elite tools to be an early round draft pick in 2024. Paul has extremely long and forceful arms for a tackle prospect. His natural body length and striking skills showcase some really exciting upside to dominate on an island at the next level. He posted an elite PFF pass blocking grade of 93 in 2022, allowing just 1 sack on nearly 600 pass blocking snaps. Paul has started all 27 games at left tackle for the Cougars the last 2 years. With Houston moving to the Big 12 this year, Paul will have plenty of opportunity against tougher competition to show that he's a first-round talent. He tends to struggle against smaller, quicker edge rushers, but he has a real chance to climb up the draft boards throughout the 2023 season. Let's watch some highlights. It's been all offensive linemen so far. Let's stick to that trend. Coming in number 2 is Zach Zinter, interior offensive lineman out of Michigan. Zach Zinter's physicality at the point of attack is as elite as it gets. Zinter checks a lot of boxes that NFL teams look for in a guard prospect. On 389 pass blocking snaps, the right guard only surrendered 9 pressures. He moves well on his feet to mirror in small spaces or use his range as a puller. He prioritizes his technique and is clearly intelligent with the way he stays one step ahead and works in concert with his neighbor. Zinter has long arms that helps him deliver pop at contact, both in the run game and pass protection. The Wolverines haven't produced an offensive line prospect worthy of a top 100 consideration over the last 2 years. That has a real chance to change in 2024 as Zach Zinter has strong day 2 vibes about him and will be pushing for interior offensive lineman number 1 in the 2024 class. Let's watch some highlights. If you guessed that I was going offensive line for my number 1 spot, you were correct. Let's talk about tackle prospect Amarius Mims out of Georgia. The tools of Amarius Mims are super intriguing. He's a former 5-star recruit and was the top ranked recruit out of Georgia. Mims is every bit of 6'6", 6'7", and 330 pounds with outstanding length, power at contact, and movement skills. The only knock on Mims is the overall or lack thereof body of work. In 2 seasons at the college level, Mims has only 2 starts to his name. The tools are outstanding, but there are questions remaining. Can he sustain high-level play over a full season as the starter? Will he stay at right tackle in 2023 or move to the left side? His hand placement needs more consistency and he can be over-aggressive at times. However, there is a lot to get excited about when it comes to this guy's upside. Let's watch some highlights. All right, guys, that is part 3 of my most under the radar prospects in the 2024 draft. Do you agree or disagree with any of my mentions here? Let me know down in that comment section below. For everything NFL draft, please follow me on Twitter at Mr. Crackpot, and please consider subscribing for more draft content. Thank you everyone for watching. Stay awesome.